Hey yo, Asian Mint fam! Welcome to the Noise. I'm Ed, your host from the Metaverse, and we're here to recap the latest in NFT news this week. So, let's check it out. Our top story for this week. In the last 2 weeks alone, NFT sales have skyrocketed, even soaring past the highs we saw in March of this year, according to Coinmetrics. On OpenSea, the number of sales peaked at 60,000 per day over the last week. That's over 8 times the peak in March. OpenSea volume already hit 1 billion US dollars this month, and August isn't even over yet. What's crazier is that the number of unique buyers went from around 10,000 to 20,000 in this past month alone. There's more to come for NFTs for sure, and we may be on the verge of another boom. The only question that remains is, when? Last Sunday, Top Dog Beach Club released some exciting news for its holders. The UK-based NFT project announced that they would soon be releasing companions in the form of cats to be known as a Top Cat Beach Club. What's cool about these cats is that they come from different eras such as prehistoric, ancient, Victorian, and the future. Furthermore, they've stated that owners will have the ability to send their top dogs through the portal, which increases the rarity of your top cat, but at the same time burns your NFT. The story will develop more over the coming days and weeks in the form of puzzles, stories, and comic books. And with each reveal, they'll drop more information about the cats, mechanics, and their utility. So, top dog holders, you've got some decisions to make. If you've been in the NFT space for a while, then you'll know a thing or two about what happened with the Fame Lady Squad. If you don't, here's a quick recap. The Fame Lady Squad launched a few months ago and branded itself as being one of the first all-female led projects. But, as it turns out, they weren't all female at all. This project was dropping so fast when everybody found out, even dropping to as low as 0.02 Ether. But thanks to the power of community, they rose from the ashes. Popular influencer Digital Art Chick stepped in and said, "Hey, what if you let some real women in power?" The team agreed and transferred the contract to her, and then transferred it to 3 other popular names in the NFT space, namely Bored Becky, Data Lady, and NFT Ignition. So far, they've decided to go with a fresh start to bring in the new era of the Fame Lady Squad. Quite the quick turnaround there, right? Influencer beef? Pranksy and Beanie Maxi, 2 of the most well-known names in the NFT space and on NFT Twitter, were involved in a war of words online, as Beanie slammed Pranksy with some derogatory comments regarding him and his project NFT Boxes. Pranksy later released a thread on his Twitter explaining his side of the situation and even released the receipts from his DMs with Beanie. As seen here, Pranksy tried to confront Beanie, but Beanie retorted with the following statement: "You are a toot scalper. Embrace it." In response to that, Beanie explained that he didn't want to do anything with cancel culture, and defended himself by saying that what he said was not intended as hate speech. As life-changing as the NFT space is, we encourage all of you to always be kind to one another on this platform. And remember that there's a person behind the screen with real emotions. Always take that into consideration and spread some positivity around you. Boss Drops finally launched their first NFT collection, the Gauntlet Collection, which contains 10,000 unique superhero gauntlets, similar to the gauntlet wielded by Thanos in the Avengers films. A limited number of them will have extra powers and abilities. The lead behind the project is none other than one of the best artists in the game, Boss Logic, who has worked on different Marvel and Disney films recently. The first 3 gauntlets in the collection were minted by the Boss Logic Universe team, one of which were auctioned as seen here. The winning bid was for a whopping 21 Ether. That's almost 68,000 US dollars. Now it's listed for 150 Ether. That's insane! Another win in the NFT space. Lastly, VCR Group, headed by famous entrepreneur, speaker, internet personality, and NFT collector Gary Vaynerchuk, announced that they will soon be launching the first ever NFV restaurant concept in the world. If you want to dine here, you'll need a membership which can only be purchased in the form of an NFT. Owning this NFT represents your membership, which provides access to the restaurant throughout the month, unlimited access to the cocktail lounge, and other culinary experiences. 3 different tokens will be made available, each representing different experiences in the restaurant, which is expected to open in the fall of 2022 in the Big Apple, New York City. That's all the news for this week. Catch us next week on another episode of The Noise. Bye for now!